Hello everyone, Riley here. And I see a lot of movies in theaters. I go to the theaters about 100 times every year to see movies, so I've had a lot of different movie-going experiences. But about a month and a half ago when I saw I, Tonya, which is great by the way, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, I had by far the craziest experience I've ever had at a movie theater. So to preface this, where I live, there are two AMC theaters that are pretty far away from me. They're probably like a 35 and a 45-minute drive away. And there are two other theaters that are owned by this separate company that are probably about 2 to 3 miles away from where I live. One of them shows more mainstream movies, and the other shows more of the independent art house style films. So I usually see movies at the closer theaters to me, unless it's a spectacle film or one that I think I absolutely need to see at the best possible quality of screen. So naturally, I saw I, Tonya at the more art house style theater. And this theater, while it's not the best quality theater, it is a really great environment, and usually I'm the youngest person there by far. But the screen isn't the best quality, and the audio isn't the best, and there's sometimes issues, but it's just a great experience, and I love the community that theater has. So I went and watched the movie, and I was really excited because I heard a lot of great buzz about it. And we went along, it was about like 5-10 minutes into it, and I was like really getting into it, and then the dialogue just cuts out. Not the audio, but just the dialogue. So you can hear like the rustling of trees or like the skating or like people smashing things, but you can't hear any of the actual dialogue, which I've never heard before, and I didn't know that they were actually on separate tapes played, but I guess they did it that way. So I was trying to grasp at straws, trying to figure out what was actually happening during the movie. So if you've seen the movie, this isn't really a spoiler, it happens like 5 minutes into the film. There's a scene where Allison Janney is talking to the coach, and when that happens, I was thinking that the coach was probably saying something positive about Tanya's skating, whereas the mother was saying, no, you can't encourage her and let her settle for mediocrity, because from my interpretation of movies that I've seen before, that couldn't have been farther from the truth, because they were just talking about buying her a fur coat. So I was completely off base with any of the things that were going on, and the audio didn't really get back until the scene where Tonya kisses Sebastian Stan's character for the first time. So it was back, but it wasn't quite at its full volume level, and the mixing was off. And also, the audio started getting really scratchy, and there were a lot of just issues with it. And then, like, the scratchiness just kept building and building until you couldn't hear anything, really. And then the audio shuts off completely. And then the audio comes back and keeps flipping off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And then it finally goes back on. So I was like, yes, finally we're gonna see the movie. And then the picture cuts to black. So there were so many issues going with it. And then it finally reversed itself, and it was going on like crazy. And then the house lights came up, and the manager walked in saying, yes, we know what's going on, and we're gonna restart the movie. So I was like, great. But by this time, like, half the theater had left and was going to see Call Me By Your Name or something else again. So they restarted the film, and the opening logos for Neon and the other production companies go on, and then the movie starts without any audio again! Like, seriously, they restarted it again, and there still wasn't audio. And then, like, it went on for another 3 minutes or so, and then they ended up restarting it again, and it went on throughout the majority of the film with no issues. And it was a great experience, because, like, everyone was really in a community, except for the people who left halfway through. Everyone was just like, we gotta sit through this movie. I'm not trying to bash on this theater at all. I love this theater, and it's one of the only places nearby that I can see some of the smaller films that come out. And I just love the environment and experience there. It's just, they have had a few mess-ups in the past, and this was definitely the most glaring one that happened. So I just thought I'd share this story with you. So I'll have some more videos on just stories about me going to the movies, editorials, and other reviews coming out in the next couple weeks. So if there's anything that you want to see, drop it down in the comments section below. And what is the craziest thing that's happened to you while you were at a movie theater? Thanks for watching, and see you next time.